Hey guys, so I'm back to give my 4-week update about my life. Um, so like I said, it's been 4 weeks since my gastric bypass, and I realized my last update was pretty sad, and maybe some people felt a little bit worried or whatever about it, but like I really felt that it was important to show that I am like everybody else. It's not all happy, and sometimes I feel really overwhelmed. One of the things that is overwhelming about this situation is that barring exceptional circumstances, what I've had done to myself is permanent and not changing. So when I find myself struggling to eat an egg, which, now that I'm eating real foods, it's, it's mind-blowing in a way, because you don't have this sense of you don't have a sense of hunger, and you don't have a sense of like definite fullness. It's like I'm feeling dizzy and my stomach hurts, and that's how I know that I'm hungry. And then later, after I eat half an egg, my stomach might feel like way tight, and that's about all I have to tell me that I'm full. If you eat too much, then you end up feeling like there's a rock in your chest, or like in extreme circumstances you might feel like throwing up. Thankfully, I have not had a single moment of vomit. I've not had really any issues like that. I've just had a very small instance of, yeah, I ate too much today. But I've been following the protocol pretty tightly. Week 3 was supposed to be super soft foods and purees, and if that went well, that I could move on to eating more more normal foods. Like I can eat moistened tuna and chicken, and I've incorporated a couple of like veggie smoothies and stuff, because as much as I understand the process where I'm supposed to be eating mostly proteins and fats, like I have a really hard time with the idea that I'm eating so little fiber and so few vegetables. So I'm starting to incorporate them more now that I can blend and drink, simply because it fits better with the kind of life that I like to have. But yeah, I've been really feeling a lot more normal and a lot more stable now that I've been able to eat some foods. Like, even though it's eggs, or, one of the things I started eating was like Jimmy Dean sausage patties, because they're small and they're easy to cook up, and yeah, they might be only 4 grams of protein per patty, but it's different. It's good stuff. And like I can eat one of those and have some of my smoothie, which is sweet, and feel a lot better about what I'm doing with myself, because it just seems much more normal. One of the big changes in the last week or so has been that I've kind of moved from a sense of hibernation to a sense of I have more energy. So I've been going out more, and thus it's been mitigating some of that sense of loneliness. I had a fairly long coffee date with my dad. I was able to go to the movies. I went to my friend's album release party at a local bar, and one of the fun things about being at the bar was that my friend walked past me without noticing me, and or not recognizing me, at least. And this is one of those friends that is always like emphatically happy to see me, so it was very fun to have that instance, even if it was because he was distracted, because it tells me that things are changing, even though sometimes I feel like they're not changing a lot. So 30 pounds down now, and so that keeps me at that pound to a pound and a half a day weight loss rate, which is pretty crazy. I'm losing most of that weight in my arms and legs, and some in my face, some in my neck, but like my boobs have finally started to deflate a little bit, but my stomach is still measuring about the same as it was when I came home, and I just keep having to remind myself that my stomach is probably going to be the most stubborn place. But the funniest thing about it is that even though the measurement really hasn't changed, the shape has changed, and my body has definitely changed. So I can see it in the mirror. I just want to see it on the tape, and I want to see all of the progress. I want to see all the things changing, and just be able to say yes, like every day, to wake up and feel like, yes, this was the right idea. I still haven't had a moment of what did I do to myself. I think the closest I've gotten to that is that, you know, it's kind of hard to be here at home by myself most of the time. But that's, like I said, gotten a lot better since I've started to kind of arrange to go out and see people, even though I can only usually last maybe 2-3 hours. It's still so much better than what I was doing before. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with the way things are going. It's propelling me to change different things in my life, organize, start creating again, writing, music. And I've also just felt better in general. I think my chronic pain is getting a little bit better. I think that it's kind of interesting, and I'll probably talk about it some other time. But I have kind of a theory as to why my chronic pain might be getting better. So anyway, I'm going to leave this for now and let you all do whatever you want to do. If you're going to pass on this video or not, I don't know. Feel free to ask me any questions, send me some updates. That would be great. Last thing that I'm going to say, and then I'll sign off, is one of the things that I've noticed is that my anxiety issues have become more manageable for me. Not resolved, but just like, I think that the feeling of progress and moving forward and doing something to change my life and seeing it change has helped me settle a little bit. And so what has happened is that right before my surgery, I had gone to the dentist for the first time in 5 years, because I'm totally afraid of the dentist. I take care of my teeth, I do what I need to do, but as for going to the actual dentist, it's very, very hard for me. I have found a new dentist earlier this year because I broke a tooth and I had to go and get a crown, or a couple of crowns done. But then I went for a regular checkup, and I did it before my surgery because I knew that the surgery could actually have some negative impact on my teeth. And they found 8 teeth that needed a little work. Nothing really bad, but just like minor cavities. And so I was putting off doing that. I put it off till after the surgery, but for whatever reason, I felt very compelled to just get it taken care of now. So I actually managed to call the dentist, make an appointment to have all 8 teeth fixed next Wednesday. We're still planning on sedating me because that's how bad it is. I have to be sedated to go to the dentist, but it's going to be one of the biggest things that I've done for myself in regards to things that I have extreme anxiety over, ever. So I'm really proud of myself for being able to make that phone call, make that appointment, make the arrangements for a ride. So hopefully my face won't get too swollen from all the shots. But anyway, if you've watched all the way to the end of this video, if you could send me some positive vibes to make it through my anxiety-ridden dentist appointment next week, it'd be much, much, much appreciated. Anyway, I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and is enjoying me making kind of an ass out of myself by doing these vlogs. And I will talk to you next week. All right, bye.